Hey there, we're back for another afternoon of mystery. Here's what's going on so far. We are deep in. I started working on exhaust manifold bolts and I couldn't get to this one. Although we can see that bolt right there, I cannot get a wrench on it with enough movement to be able to loosen it. So we're going to those 8. I think from down below there I might be able to get to them with an extension, so we're going to try. And that's where we're at next. Yep. So you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I hope I can get to those. I actually don't know if I can or not, but we're going to try. Got a pretty long extension. Just going to see if I can get it up inside there. Okay, it is on. Just don't want to hit myself in the head. Wow. We are deep into this thing. Okay, let me show you what I got. So I got some exhaust manifold released. So, I started taking off these nuts off the exhaust manifold here. And then I realized that I really just needed to take those 8 off and then back underneath because I couldn't get this one. I started getting it so that I could move it, but like I could only move it like 5 degrees each turn because I can't get a socket around that one because of how close it is to the engine case right there that's below it. So I ended up taking those off. Then I realized that they were immovable, and so I ended up getting in here. I did take them off from underneath, and basically, I don't know if you can see right there, I detached the exhaust system from that header, and so then I could move it around in there to get it undone. I don't know, have you seen underneath this car yet? So look at that, there's a heater blower. Looks like it's got some hoses that go up to the front for heater, and no leaks, so that means it's still intact. I did find a wire, at least, I don't know if I got the wires chewed up, but at least the insulation on a wire was chewed up right there. And then, so I decided to move on to pulling off the axles. And I got in here and realized it's a triple square to get that CV off, but it's a much bigger triple square than I have on my Vanagons. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that triple square up there? Deep in there. Well, I found Home Depot sells triple squares. It doesn't say how big they are. I don't really know how big this is. I looked it up online. I couldn't find it. So if you know what it is, let me know. I was just going to go to Harbor Freight and get the Icon set. It's like $34, but it's good to have triple squares. You never know when you might need them, especially on a Volkswagen, on a late model Volkswagen. That's the next step, is getting the triple square, getting these axles off. Still haven't drained the transmission fluid yet, but I'm getting close, man. We are getting close. There's a mount to take off. There's a mount that's kind of like a hinge mount underneath here to take off right there. And then there's a mount right here to take off. And then the axles on each side. And I think I got it. I think that's it. So thanks for joining me, Mr. Smith Garage. Like I said, I'm just only out here about an hour or 2 a day because I don't know if I could handle all this all the time. But I will tell you, it's been kind of cool to learn quite a bit about this vehicle. Oh, look at that. There's probably a mouse entrance right there. have to work on that, but you know, everything seems to be looking pretty decent on this vehicle. It looks pretty clean. There's the tensioner bolt, the timing chain tensioner bolt that goes in. So we're getting there. Thanks for joining me, Mr. Smith Garage. Like and subscribe. This vehicle, for having 160,000 miles on it, it's pretty decent shape. I mean, when I look at the insides of the engine, just looks pretty clean, like it was maybe well taken care of. So hopefully I pull it out of there and everything's fine. Maybe not, but you tell me what you think by looking at it. I mean, pulling off that intake manifold and seeing how clean it was, I was quite surprised. So once again, thanks for joining me, Mr. Smith Garage. We'll see you next time.